Hey folks, welcome back. Beautiful day out here in central Ontario, Canada. I haven't said that an awful lot lately. As you can see, the destruction is still here. One stick at a time or one tree at a time, it'll get cleaned up. But today what I'm doing is I'm actually going flying. And this will be a first for me. After some of you found out about the destruction here, I had a few people reach out to me. And well, one of these people is this company here, Veeniix. And so what they sent me was a drone. I have no experience flying a drone. I think maybe I've looked at one before, looked at getting one, and never made that leap. I don't know an awful lot about them. I do know that lots of people use them though. And so hopefully I can be like them and I can fly this thing successfully. I'm going to open it up in just a minute, but just have a look around. This is why we're flying that drone. The good people there at Veeniix, they sent me it so that I could get a good look at the damage. It's one thing to look at the damage down here on the ground, but once you get up high, then you really can get a sense of how much has come down. And so I'm hoping I can get up there successfully. And I hope this isn't the maiden voyage and only voyage, because that means that'll be a crash landing. And I don't plan on doing that. I hope I can just pick things up and get underway. So we're going to fly from right here, I think. And then obviously fly around as best I can. And yeah, try to stay out of trouble. Anyways, let's have a look at this unit. And so this is exactly as it comes. And I have opened it up just to see what was in there. But comes in this case, obviously. And then just a little piece of foam. And then here's all the bits and pieces to it. And so I took it out just to charge it up and then put it back in the way it came. So there's an extra battery it comes with. And you've got some extra bits and pieces like these. These actually screw in here. And so I take it out when I close it, obviously, but there's extras of those. The actual drone itself is this unit. And it's certainly not that big. So there it is, all packed up tight. It's got those little arrow pointing forward. That's a plastic piece, actually. That just comes off. And in just a minute I'll open things up, but you can see the other side. That's where I've got an SD card. And under here, there's the actual camera. So you can see 4K camera. These fold out. And so there you have it. Now there's actually these pieces that come out. And so that's what it would look like when you set it down on the ground in order to take off. You'll see it in a minute. But pretty neat little unit. And certainly from someone who has no experience with these, it seems like I could manage it. There's the extra battery so I can keep a spare ready to go. So I'll set that there. And this thing also came with, I believe, some extra propellers. Here's my instruction manuals. Yeah, and then it came with this stuff right here. So I've got 4 extra propellers, and they appear to just snap in place if you need them. And then it came with 3 different connection cords. And what these are for, I take my cell phone out and I put it in this location, and then this plugs into the end of it, and that allows my cell phone to broadcast whatever the camera's seeing. So when I'm flying, as you'll see, these screw into place. So you can see I'll open that up down here. This will go in there. And then I'm basically going to be looking at the screen here while I'm flying that thing, which is nice because once it gets far away, you can't exactly see it with your eye too well. So it'll be nice to follow this. And then I've got a few different controls on here. You get a good look there. I'll put a link to this unit just in case you're interested in these things. And thank you again. I genuinely appreciate this. This will really help me, Veeniix. I appreciate it. So let's get this thing up in the air, go for a nice flight. It's a beautiful day. Despite the catastrophe around here, I'm quite happy to be out here trying this thing. Here we go. Well, there we have it, folks. Despite the little wind gust there, it wasn't really that challenging to fly, and that's kind of nice. This is going to give me a great view of what the destruction is to the forest, and hopefully those of you who are asking me about it, this will answer your question. And thank you again, Veeniix. I really appreciate that. And thank you everyone else who's been reaching out to me with well wishes, encouragement, and support. This cleanup here is going to take years for sure, and just getting over the initial shock is what I'm going through. We'll get it figured out one day or another, but thank you again, everyone. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it the old like-a-roo, as I say. Make sure you subscribe, and, well, come on back next time. We'll sure have this drone back out again. See you then.